In this video we're going to look at how to solve equations using trial and improvement. To do that you're going to need to make sure that you have got your scientific calculator. Here's a typical question. Continue the table to find a solution to the equation given your answer to one decimal place. So the equation is x cubed plus 7 times x equals 30. So you've got to try different inputs, different values for x, and try to find, get an answer close to 30, and you want to find the answer to one decimal place. So they've tried 2, which whenever you do 2 cubed plus 7 times 2 is 22, which is too low, we want to get 30. And we've tried 3, so 3 cubed plus 7 times 3 is 48, which is too big. So we know the answer is going to be either 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, or 2.9, okay, or even 3.0. So we just need to figure out which one of those solutions it's going to be. Okay, so let's try, because obviously 30, round about in the middle of these two roughly is, well, it's not really, you know, it's supposed to be probably a bit closer to 20, but let's just try in the middle, 2.5. Okay, so we're going to do x cubed, so we're going to do 2.5 cubed plus 7 times x, so 7 times 2.5. Okay, so remember it says you're going to cube the number you're thinking of and plus 7 times the number. So cube the 2.5 plus 7 times the 2.5. So let's try that. So 2.5 cubed plus 7 times 2.5. And that equals 33.125. So that's equal to 33.125. Actually, that's pretty close, but it is too big. Okay, next. We've tried 2.5, which was too big. Let's try 2.4. So we're going to cube the number plus 7 times the number. So 2.4 cubed plus 7 times 2.4. So we try that now. So again, in your calculator, you're going to type it in. 2.4 cubed plus 7 times 2.4, which equals 30.624. So 30.624. Which is too big as well. Just too big, because obviously we're trying for 30, so 30.624 is pretty close, but it's not close enough. Okay, so we need to now try 2.3. You need to try and find the number, you need to find with the one decimal place that's too big and the one decimal place is too small, so we're trying to find the one that's too small. So we're going to do 2.3 cubed, 2.3 cubed plus 7 times 2.3. So let's try that. So 2.3 cubed plus 7 times 2.3 is 28.267. 28.267, which is too small, or too small. So we found the number that's too big, 2.4, and we found the one decimal place that's too small, 2.3. So we know that the answer is going to be somewhere in between these two. Okay, now looking at it, you might sort of have a hazard to guess and say, well, this one's closer, so it could be 2.4, but that's not a concrete way of doing it. What we should do then is do a checker, which is we're going to do the middle in the number, okay? Because we know that 2.4 is too big, and we know that 2.3 is too small. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do the number in the middle, 2.35. That's what I call the checker, and then we'll be able to work out if that's too high or too small, where our answer will lie, so if it's closer to 2.3 or 2.4. Okay, so let's try our 2.35. So, and just write down that 2.35, write down what you're doing, so 2.35 cubed plus 7 times 2.35. Okay, and again just try that in your calculator. So 2.35 cubed plus 7 times 2.35. When we do that, we get 29.427. So 29.427, which is too small. So we found out that the number in the middle is too small. Let's just do it. So we know that this number in the middle is too small. So if this one's too low, and this one's too low, and this one's too high, it means our answer must be in here somewhere, which means it is closer to 2.4. So that means that our answer is 2.4. Okay, so that's how you do a typical trial improvement question. First thing you do is you have to look and see what the equation is, and you have to see what you're going to do to your value x that you're going to try. So in this case we were going to cube it and add on 7 times it. We're trying to get 30, so we then just try some, writing down your method, and then you put a comment. When you get to, if you're doing it to 1 decimal place, you've got to get the number to the numbers with 1 decimal place that are too big and too small, that are consecutive, so just after each other. So we got 2.3 and 2.4. One was too big and one was too small, so we know our answer had to be in between them. Then we do the checker, and then we draw a quick diagram and work out where our answer would have to lie. If you had to get your answer to 2 decimal places, so you would then carry on. You would do 2.36 and so on. You'd keep on going, and you'd find the one in between, like the 2 that are either side of your solution, the 2 consecutive ones, and then you would do a checker to 3 decimal places in the middle. Sometimes questions don't have a table drawn for you, so here's a typical question. It says, use trial and improvement to find a solution to 1 decimal place, and this time you're going to cube the number and take away the number, and equals 21. So you're going to make a little table out like this, so you would do x cubed minus x, so you would do your table, x cubed minus x, and comment. And then you would try different numbers, so maybe you would try something like 2, so you would do 2 cubed take away 2, so 2 cubed take away 2, which equals 6, so that's too small. And you would just carry on just like before. You would then try 3, so 3 cubed take away 3, so 3 cubed, just in your calculator, 3 cubed is 27, take away 3 is 24, that's too big. And then you would then try obviously decimal numbers and so on, so it's just the same, but you just have to lay it out similar.